Oh well, I mean, I guess this is gonna be it for the video. Honestly, this hotfix is basically changed nothing. Moze is still trash, bad, volunteer, not worth using, and Iron Bear is still unbelievably bad, even after 600% bonus damage buff. Yeah, actually, before we go, let me just show you how bad this thing is. Like, you guys wouldn't believe this. Like, the amount of damage, okay? The amount of damage is unbelievable. Let's put on the Raging Beard. And let's show you top tier weapon, guys. Literally. Look at this damage. They can't even take it. Look at this. Literally. Look at this. There's nothing they can do. I'm just dominating them. Look at this DPS, guys. Literally. I can't believe this sort of damage. Like, who needs to play Amara when you can do that? Like, Amara is literally just like trash compared to that Salamander, you know? Literally, it just melts absolutely everything. Like, look at this. So, let's just count how long it takes to kill this dude. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Alright guys. 7 seconds to kill a normal mob with the buffed weapon. I don't think there's anything like more that I need to say. So that's gonna be it for this video. I'll see you guys in the next one. Okay, so a hotfix for moze recently, or like just in the morning, dropped in the game, and now here we are, try to test what changed. So the change is mainly focused with Iron Bears, like augments, and yeah, like still moze herself doesn't really get a whole lot of changes, which is quite stupid to me. Because like, to be honest with you, I don't even care that much about moze like Iron Bear. I just want to play moze as a character. But anyway, we are going to spec into this a conventional blue-green tree build, and there are 2 points left, I guess, put into explosive punctuation. This skill also, you know, got buffed, so now you have better cooldown. And yeah, I remember one of the things buffed is the flamethrower. Now, I don't have the exact numbers, but just to give you an idea of just how bad the flamethrower is before this buff, literally on the target dummy, which is a flesh target by the way, the flamethrower on level 57 is dealing like 1,000 damage per tick. Like, I'm not even kidding with you. And like the corrosive version is even worse. It's dealing like 300 damage per tick. So hopefully this hotfix can improve on that situation. Now here I just decided to equip this raging beard right now because it's technically the best class mod in terms of iron beard damage. So let's just see what kind of damage this flamethrower does now. Okay, so 7,000 body shot and 17k on the crit. I mean, okay. Well, this thing to be like 5 times damage, but I don't know. Honestly, I still feel like it's kind of bad, but let's try this corrosive version now. Click, click. Got buff 2. Now it's up to 60% bonus damage, which, like, the skill itself is still bullshit. Literally, I don't know why they designed the skill in this way, but I guess at least it's not as bad as before. Okay, now let's try the corrosive version. Okay, see what I mean? This is after they buffed this weapon, or like augment, whatever you say, and it's dealing 2,000 damage per tick. Like, look at this. This is like the pre-buffed lava, and even worse. Literally, if you take this to fight Wotan, if he's just standing there letting you shoot, not doing anything, it would take like an hour to kill him. And this is like after the buff, so-called buff, is implemented. Literally before it's dealing like 300 damage per tick. I guess it's a big improvement, but still, like 2,000 damage on level 57. I don't get it. This is ridiculous. Like, dude. Well, how about this one then? See? $16k. So crit actually deals like 50-ish k. Let's just stand in the fire so Iron Bear takes damage, and this can proc Raging Bear. And so a crit deals about, it's still not that high, to be honest with you. I don't even know whether or not this actually get buffed, or yeah. I don't know. I guess it's sort of better. Alright, next, I'm pretty sure there's like nothing with the miniguns, so the next one I'm actually pretty excited for. this nuke, they literally buff the damage by 600%, so which sounds ridiculous, but would it actually be ridiculous though? And you know, we're here to see about that. Okay. That's... yeah, wait. What's that damage? 100k radiation damage and 40k incendiary damage. Is this really all that high? To be honest with you, I don't think so. Like, if you watched one of my previous video talking about the buff, the good juju, I'm using it with the Zane, and literally a crit shot deals like 400k damage, which is higher than this nuke's damage. And literally, like, the damage got so ridiculous that a crit shot actually dealt 31 million damage, which is higher than the technically the entire reserve of this nuke shot. And that is after like the nuke shot has been buffed by the green monster. Like the unbuffed version deals like 120k per shot. The buff damage basically times that by 2, and it's still not good. I don't know. I'm pretty disappointed with this fix. See, even like this skill, it went from 25% to 60%, and the damage still is not good. So I'm gonna like respec and trying to get some of the red tree skills to test those augments.
You look tough. We're friends now.
Like, in my opinion, Iron Beard should really be something like Flax Pet, you know? Like, even when you're not activating the action skill, you should be able to have Iron Beard around you all the time. Otherwise, like, the point of Iron Beard existing is just pointless. If Iron Beard is too strong, then you're not gonna use moze. And if moze is too strong, you're not gonna use Iron Beard. So why don't you just let like Iron Beard stay active all the time? So like when you want to hop in, you can tap the action skill button. Like, I don't get it. This is literally stupid to me. Like, Gearbox, they don't play their own game. And here it's just let's just take some of these skill and try to get to Scorching RPM, because it does actually buff Iron Beard damage as well. Okay. Yeah, the rest doesn't matter. We're testing Iron Beard right here. So they said the real gun's base damage is increased, so to speak. And let's switch back to Raging Beard, because Green Monster only buffs splash damage. which means like rocket pods, grenade launchers, or like the explosive miniguns, but like real guns, the damage buff doesn't apply. Let's see, body shot, 62k, a crit. I didn't see that, but a crit is 400. I mean 150k and 90k. I say really that the railgun is a better choice than the nuke, especially if you're accurate and you can actually hit those crit shots. Because it has like less fuel drain, faster fire rate, and actually like comparable damage, you know, to the fire version. Oh my god. That's a body shot dealing 250k damage. Well, what about crit? 700k damage. A million damage. Okay, guys. Well, I'm gonna say this, like from the hotfix, the biggest winner is this. Is the railgun. The damage now is absolutely insane. As you can see, we're matching fire element on the flesh target, and 2 crit shot deals a million damage. And that is not even like taking full effect of Raging Beard, because we're not really like taking damage. If we can get like full stacks of Raging Beard, I'd say a crit shot alone could deal 1 million damage, and 2 crit shot, you know, would do 2 million damage. That's pretty insane. Okay. Well, next is like this can also get buffs, but honestly, there's no way to test this because there's no enemies around, and I don't think this would be all that effective anyway. And let's actually test this. And because that is actually like a splash damage thing, so I put back the green monster and let's shoot. And wait for the damage to stack. Okay, so let's see. Body shot 10k, explode 53k. Okay. Keep in mind this is corrosive on like body shot. I mean flesh target, so there would be some decreased damage. That's a 60k damage. So what about crit? Oh my god. My controller is freaking out these days. 35k and 24k. And the explosion, that's actually lower than I saw. So adds up to like 300k. About 600k there. So again, a full 6 shot deals around a million damage. but that's against like flesh targets. So now let's test this to an armor target. See what happens. Yeah, hopefully I don't one-shot this card. Oh god. Well, that's kind of bad. I don't know. What about you? Like, would you be like healthier-ish? What? Wait, that iron beer like explosion alone dealt that damage? I don't know. Well, I guess there's really no way to test this on like armor target. But I'm just gonna say now that the armor target damage should approximately be like around 3 million for all 6 shot. Which I guess is not bad at all. But given that you're taking full effects of the green monster and you're hitting your crit shot. Oh yeah, actually. Well, I forgot to test this. But honestly, I'm just gonna tell you this thing is not going to be good. Like pre-patch is 20% bonus shock damage, and one punch deals about 15k normal damage. So even with like the buff from 20% to 60%, this like beer fist thing is still going to be useless. So don't bother with that. It's not good. Trust me. So now what we're gonna do is to spec into kind of a splash and iron beard both skill, and let's get the bubble 2 and 1 point left. Put in here. And we're gonna be using the Blastmaster, that, keep source, and take you. And let's wait actually. So we're gonna be testing the nuke here. See how the nuke does. Honestly, I was excited when I first saw the hotfix video. I was like 10 buffs to most? Are you kidding me? But now I'm not all that excited, like at all. It's not even that, like I'm hugely disappointed. Like, in my opinion, if you are literally like a nuke shot, then there's no reason that you should be doing less than 1 million damage per shot. However, this is like far from that. One shot deals around 200k damage, and this is after the buff. Like this is 6 times the original damage, so you can see just how sad the original nuke is. Like, even after the buff, it's not even doing all that great. Look at that damage, dude. Like, what? Like, this is not even worth it. No. Yeah, let me switch my keybind first. Actually, playing modes is really annoying because you're gonna constantly spam grenades, and it could be a hard thing to do when you're shooting. So I need to change my keybind so like the aim button actually becomes a throw grenade option. I don't know like what's the situation when you play on PC, but at least on console I have to do this. So basically I can't aim because aim is now binded to the grenade button. And also this kind of sucks in Iron Bear control because now I'm pressing the shoot button and the grenade button to shoot both weapons. And it's kind of awkward to aim. Look at that, that's almost like all of our fuel just to like kill a normal badass. And see, like once Moze just hops up, like she just destroys everything. So what's the point of like using Iron Bear except to take the ASE anointment bonuses? I don't get it here. See, let's test on this dude real quick. Also, I'm pretty disappointed with like the radius of this thing. Like, I mean, come on. This is a freaking nuke. And sometimes, like, even if I'm shooting right next to somebody, it wouldn't, like, actually explode on them. Now this is just sad. And let me show you, like, the, just the raw rocket pod performance, and let's put on the green monster, and we're gonna shoot once and stack that damage. And yeah, let's also change the keybind. Look at this. This is so much better than that nuke. Like less fuel drain too. If I can actually hit this guy. And that is like after a 600% bonus damage buff. It's still not performing as good as just the vanilla rocket bomb. This to me is just fucking stupid.